All right. I'm house hacking a duplex in Dallas using an FHA 203K loan at 3.5% down. It's on Airbnb. My mortgage is 1693, and this month I'm doing 4K. This is my third week. Woo! Yo, bro, get on this live with us, bro. We need to talk to you, man. You keep his thing up here. What's his name? Dino BTV. Come on, bro. You can't be coming out here talking all this nice and juicy talk. You know what I'm saying? Talking about your mortgage is 1700 basically, and this month you doing 4K, and it's a duplex. Like, we need to know more details, bro. Jump on this live with us, man, so we can talk to you about your success that you having with your house hack on this 203K loan, bro. Jump on here real quick, man. We need to have a conversation with you. I like, I love to see and hear things like this. This is so fucking beautiful, man. Congratulations. If this don't inspire y'all to get in the game, look at this. A duplex in Dallas. His mortgage is 1700, and he's Airbnb in that joint 4K this month. It's $2,300 profit. Come on, man. If y'all don't word, talk about it. The people want to hear from you, Dino BTV. Jump on. All right, who this? Some other dude. Yo, you stupid.
Landon.
Put Landon on then. Dino not on yet. Some other dude. What's good, King?
That's me. That's me.
Put Landon on then. Dino. What's going on, bro?
Dino BTV.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Oh, what's good, bro?
What's up?
My man, talk to us.
Yeah. So.
What's the echo? That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn down your thing on your end, because we hear the echo on our side.
Hold on. I'm trying to fix this. Okay. Yeah. So in July, I got me I got the worst house in the neighborhood. It's near the medical district in Dallas. So it's like 5 minutes from downtown. So when I got it, I was planning on just renovating it and just renting it out. But I would hear like a lot of things from people saying, you can maximize your profits if you just do Airbnb. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna look into it. So I would talk to like a lot of like older adults, and they would just be like, I don't think Airbnb is a good idea. It's a risk. You should just keep the steady, rental income, everything like that. But I'm like right by the hospital. I'm walking distance from the hospital. I'm 5 minutes from downtown. So I got this duplex for 150, and it was only it was only live for 5 hours, and I put an offer in. Like 20 minutes later, it was a few more offers, and we was able to get it under contract. Got it in July. Took 5 months to renovate it. I'm actually in it right now. Took 5 months to renovate it. Got done in like the end of December, like kind of. And so it took me like a week to get furniture for Airbnb. Put it up on Airbnb. It's been 3 weeks. I made 1,300 the past 2 weeks. So I was only paying around $400 for my mortgage. And then this month, my projected earnings are $4,000. So I've already started like an Airbnb business and everything. I'm trying to get my next property. Likely I'll get a duplex or a fourplex and end up doing the same thing, house hacking. I get to move out in July. So, I'm going to end up putting my side on Airbnb and continuing the process. But I just kind of wanted to share that because I know, I just joined this, like this live chat, and, I see you guys talking about like renting and everything like that. And I kind of just wanted to share that, you can house hack a duplex or house hack a fourplex, threeplex, whatever it is, and put it on Airbnb if you're in a prime location and make some money, because it's been happening for me. So just wanted to share that.
Man, that's amazing. So first and foremost, you did a 203K loan.
Yeah.
Right. So you brought undervalue a little bit. You rehabbed it. okay, and now you're living in one unit and your mortgage payment is 1693, and you Airbnb the second unit versus doing long-term tenants, you taking the short term to get the cash flow.
Yep.
How much rent would you receive if you did the long-term tenant like people were telling you to do?
1,400.
$1,400 a month versus 4,000 a month right now.
Yep. It's
Aren't
pretty
you glad you
simple.
don't listen to people? Everybody's a freaking expert, right?
My dad thought he was an expert. My mom thought she was an
Your
expert.
parents are the worst ones.
Right.
They
Yeah,
think they know everything. Shout out to the parents though, because I'm a parent too, and my kids
of
probably
course.
say the same thing to me. But look, most parents are old school. They want that comfort. They don't want risk. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like that's where they was going with it, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They saw like because my initial investment for Airbnb was around $4,000, but at the same time, I didn't. My down payment for my property was 21,000. So I'm like, I already spent 21,000 to get this property. It's nothing for me to spend 4,000 on an investment that I normally make. Like I'm about to make that $4,000 investment back this month. And I'm assuming that this Airbnb will make my $21,000 back before December comes. So, like, over time, I think the investment was a lot better because of where I'm at. Like, if you focus on like location, if you're house hacking, you can maximize, your profits. Whether it's renting out, like, I'm by the hospital. If anybody has a property near the hospital, you can put your property on furnished finders, and traveling nurses that are coming to the city, they'll come there and stay at a furnished rental. So now you have a nurse paying uh, probably $2,000 over what the actual rent would be, and the hospital's paying for half of that. So now you're getting a guaranteed income that's way over what the market is renting for. Like I'm in a low income area, like the median household income like 44,000 around here. But I'm getting traveling nurses, I'm getting working professionals, like all these people coming over here spending way more than what I would charge for rent. So this is an easy $10,000 a month income producing property when I move out.
10,000 easy, bringing in probably 10,000 a month, and you're paying 1,700 a month.
Exactly.
Man, look, if our brother Landon, shout out to Landon in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Goes by Dino BTV on YouTube, so make sure you guys subscribe. All right. Um, if you guys don't get inspired by this brother's story, look, I don't know this man from a hole in the wall, can of paint. I saw the comment. I said, "Yo, we got to get him on here," and he jumped on. He's sharing his story, man. People were asking about rent versus own earlier. What's your answer? What's your answer to the folks earlier that was saying rent versus own? Should they continue to rent and wait for the market, right, to crash or the foreclosure wave? What do you say to those folks based off of your success right now, house
Yeah.
hacking with Airbnb?
So right now we're in like the most uncertain time. So I mean, if it's one thing that you should do is take the risk, to own something, because right now everything is so uncertain. So we don't know what could happen out of like when things go back to normal. Like we don't know what can happen. So I think if you're thinking about renting to owning, like whatever it is, I think that the best play is to go ahead and find you something that you can own, because interest rates are low. Like my interest rate is at 3.1%. Like it's low. My parents say like back then when they got a house it was at 8%. Like so it's just it's better. I think it's a better play to buy something rather than to continue to spend rent, because you're gonna get like I put 100,000 into this property. When I do this HELOC, I'm gonna go get another one. Like so it's like I just I think the better play is to buy. I came out of college, no debt, um, and ended up saying, I don't want to rent. Like I don't want. Period. I don't want to rent. Like it wasn't even in my head to rent. I was like, I'm gonna get this real estate money, however, by any means. gotta do what I gotta do. So I decided that the best option was to buy, and I bought in the middle of the pandemic last year. So like like that was a risk in itself. I wasn't sure. I was uncertain about the times and what like everything that was going on. But I'm like I'd rather take this risk now and invest in something and buy something rather than wait next year when things are back to normal and things are straight and continue to rent and and then feel like when things go back to normal and things are back up. I'm like, well, back last year things were a lot less and things cost a lot less. I could have bought me something and been up right now, or I could have been building equity or whatever it was. Like so I just think
Or
that
building up your cash flow like you're gonna be doing.
exactly, exactly. So I mean, I think the perfect thing to do is if you're really considering buying versus renting, then in your head you should understand like, okay, I might as well go buy something. Like people that are renting, they're renting for a reason, and people that are thinking about buying versus renting, they see something that has convinced them that maybe I should buy, and maybe you really should go buy something because I think it's the best play. And it's an asset. So you're keeping it for as long as you want until you decide to go sell it or do whatever with it. Like I'm not selling this property. I'm not selling this property anytime soon unless something crazy happens. I'm trying to buy the house next door. I'm trying to buy the whole street. I'm trying to buy the whole street until it's like like he own all the houses on the street, and then I'm able to do whatever I want with it. Like Budweiser is right next door.
Mm.
They're trying to buy the whole neighborhood. Well, nobody in the neighborhood trying to sell these houses. So it's gonna come a point in time where I had an opportunity to do what I want to do, and now I got my first one. So like, so this is my first duplex. So uh, you know, I'm gonna end up trying to get more and more. But right now, I think the best time, like during these uncertain times, is to take that risk because I definitely don't regret it, and I don't think I'll ever regret
Man, look, man, thank you for coming on and
it.
sharing your testimony with everybody, man. This was a powerful story. How can they follow you on Instagram and everything so they can continue to follow your journey, bro?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram at Real Brazil. I'll put it in the chat, but it's REAL Brazil BRAZILE.
Look, make sure y'all follow him, man. Tap in with his journey. I hope he inspired you guys to want to go out here and buy some real estate. Look, this is a success story. 1693 a month in his mortgage payment. 4,000 he's collecting on Airbnb from the unit that he's not even living in. He's living for free right now, plus cash flowing. He used the FHA 203K loan to accomplish this goal, man. So, like I always tell you guys, once you use creative financing like this, you thinking like the investor now. And my brother right here is well on his way to getting his second property by the end of the year with no problem with this type of cash flowing numbers. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'm also booked till the second week of April. So,
You booked to win the second week of April.
yep,
So you got a guaranteed 4,000 coming.
it'll probably be like 2,000 maybe because I have a 42 nighter, and that 42 nighter paid 3,000. So it'll eventually taper off, but I mean I'm getting a big month this year. I'm getting a big month this month. So, um, but just it being booked, I mean that's the biggest thing because now because even next month I'll still be making profit. Like I'll be well over 500, $600 profit than what I'm paying for mortgage anyway. And this month I'm still way over that. So, um, it's just about finding the best way to utilize your investment, and however you can, you might as well explore those options.
Man, that's beautiful, man. Look, congratulations. Continued success, man. Keep anytime you see me on, you want to jump on, man. We want to keep
For
updated with your story, man.
sure.
So please feel free to continue to jump on anytime you see me on, bro.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good day.
All right, you too, brother.
Yep.